Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming. I'm going to be very brief because there's lots of speeches and you're all standing, so you'll get more uncomfortable. I want to pay tribute to a lot of people who helped, but I particularly want to thank our 3 New York visitors who are here with us. I don't know if you could you stick up your hand? It's a bit hard to see round here, but we have Roseanne Haggerty and Seth Lamar and Frederick Malone, who are here from New York, from Common Ground and the Times Square Hotel and the Christopher in New York. And Roseanne, through the last 11 years or so, has kept me up to the mark saying it must be possible to do something like this in London. And look, we are, and you're here. Thank you for coming. Thank you for the inspiration. Seth runs the Times Square Hotel in New York, which if you haven't been, you need to go and see. It is the most extraordinary place. And we have been inspired by the vision of a place where people who have been homeless can live cheek by jowl with people who are having low-cost accommodation, and everybody can have the opportunity to live in a place that you go wow when you walk in and wow as you walk around. And as you walk around, I hope you will be saying wow as you get your tours later. And Frederick runs the gardening club at the Christopher, and we hope, going to have gardening clubs for our residents here. We have the roofs to enable us to do that, and we hope to have not only art, we've got art studios, we've got training in building trades, we've got training in catering, there's the most fantastic city dining stuff, but you'll be able to garden, you'll be able to learn to use a computer, you'll be able to change your life. This is a place, we hope, that is something of transformation. We're relatively late entrants here to the Arlington story, and I do want to pay tribute to absolutely everybody who has worked here over the years. And I have a personal connection, which is that my father, like many sort of students and sort of school kids, volunteered here in the late 1920s and early 1930s. People who lived in the area very often volunteered here, ran sort of, literacy groups, and I don't know about the card playing, because as my father told me, he taught people to play bridge. So I don't know whether I should go there or not, because it was probably against the rules and I probably shouldn't say it even now. I really want to pay a huge tribute to Camden as a local authority and everybody who's helped us from Camden. And I want to thank the CLG and the HCA and the TSA for helping us to realise our vision. And forgive me, but I do want to make some very personal thanks. I want to thank Bill Hennessy of the TSA, who really helped us a lot. Steve Guyon from CLG, Ruth Steiner, Richard Cunningham, Moira Gibb in Camden. Moira and I go back a long way. Michael Scorer from CLG in Camden. Brian Matthews, Head of Supporting People. Carolyn Whitaker. Robert Clark, Director from Durkins, who stuck with us and not walking off the site. David Rimmer and Irene Crate from Levitt Bernstein for wonderful design and recovery, who've gone well beyond the call of duty. And Bill Howard, partner at Shoesmiths, who pushed through a hugely complex deal for an extraordinarily modest fee, and how often do people say that about solicitors, and interrupting his wedding anniversary break to do so. I think that's pretty amazing. Many of our suppliers have given us services at a discount, but the people I want to pay tribute to, and Kevin already has, but I must say this, is our staff team. I've been here a lot. People have been working through the night, people have been working over the weekend. Martin DeMello, Nuala Foley, Diane Smith, all deserve medals and more. You've been fantastic, you and your team. I do want to say it's a whole team effort and it's fantastic. And I also want to say thank you to Kevin, who of course, since he's doing MC stuff, nobody can actually thank. So I want to thank Kevin, because this has been huge, it's fantastic, and we're all very thrilled. We made a very tough call to invest in this in the middle of the credit crunch. You could say that we were a little crazy. However, we now have a home for 95 homeless people, or formerly homeless people, 35 working people. We've got a range of the training and work opportunities here. We've got the beginnings of the Times Square concept here in the UK, and I hope you'll feel it's got the wow factor that I first saw when I saw Times Square in New York.